Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming Retro Walkthroughs. This Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past video is the fourth part of the complete walkthrough. We will cover some optional items like usual before we go to the next dungeon. Now that we got the power gloves, get some more key items needed, then tackle the Tower of Hera, a more trickier dungeon with a sometimes frustrating boss battle. The next destination is to go to the top right section of the world map and to access an area called Zora's waterfall. You will need 500 rupees, so I hope you didn't spend any. First, make your way to Link's house. You can reach north side now that you got the power glove, and you can lift the big green object. You can't lift darker green objects, you will need an upgrade for that. Now head to the witch's hut and you can lift the heavy object and keep going right. Use dash to get rid of the green objects and then head up to the brown mud section. Avoid the enemies to enter the waterfall. This area is full of Zoras that will attack you from the water and jump out of the water and head towards you. Stick to the light blue shallow end. It's not a problem if you fall in the deep water, you will go back to the shallow water. The goal here is to speak to King Zora, located at the bottom right of the area. At the first crossing, head up and go all around and down, and up to the waterfall, and King Zora will appear and offer to sell you Zora's flippers for 500 rupees. The flippers allow you to swim in deeper waters. Head down the waterfall and head all the way left to get a heart container. Head right and go back in the water, down the small waterfall, and then all the way left and down to exit the Zora's waterfall. Head right and go up the waterfall. This is a small cave and you can throw some items in the water and get it upgraded by the fairy. Don't worry if you accidentally throw an item that does not get upgraded, you get it back. You can upgrade the boomerang and the shield. The boomerang will be stronger and faster, and the shield gets turned into a fire shield, and any fire projectiles, like the one the Zora spits at you, you can block with your shield. If you got any empty bottles, you can get it filled with medicine of magic. Exit the waterfall and head down, and there will be a whirlpool you can use to teleport to the next area we need to go. And then head straight up to enter another cave that has a great fairy that can help you. There is a section of the wall that you can bomb on the right to access some fairies you can use or catch, and then go back to the pond and you can get upgrades to up your bomb and arrow capacity. So remember this place and come back here when you have rupees to spare. Go up to the pool and you will get an option to throw 5 or 20 rupees. Choose 20 rupees and then do this until you've thrown a total of 100, and a great fairy will appear and give you the option to up your bomb or arrow capacity by 5. And then the next time you throw rupees, you can throw 50 rupees at a time, and this will get the great fairy to appear faster. I picked 2 bombs and 1 arrow upgrade. Exit the cave and go back to the deep water, swim up to the top right, and follow the river around under the bridge, and you meet someone who will give you an empty magic bottle to use. Head back in the water and back to the big area where the Great Fairy upgrades your inventory, and head up to the top right ladder and make your way to the graveyard that's next to Sanctuary. Head left and go past the graveyard, and left another screen, and then head up. Avoid the enemies. You will see a signpost, and to the right is a big green object you can pick up, and then enter the beginning of the climb up to Death Mountain, a location from the original game. Head up and turn right twice, and then up in what looks like a blocked path, and then right and talk to the old guy, and you agree to escort him. The old guy will tell you where to go. Be careful of the hole and turn right and then right again. Charge up your sword to take down some bats and then exit the cave, and then immediately head right to safety, and if you need healed, go into the cave where the old guy went to, and he will heal you, as outside you are going to be attacked by fallen boulders and enemies called dead rocks, which if you hit them, They will turn into stone and can block your path and get in your way. They will get out of the stone form after a few seconds. The old guy will give you a magic mirror, and this item allows you to transport from light world to dark world and vice versa. And also it can be used to transport Link to the beginning of any dungeon you are exploring. Exit the cave, head up the next ladder, turn left when you see a cave entrance and up another ladder, and then turn right and you'll see a cave entrance, and if you go to the opposite direction, you can land to an entrance that's below, then enter that cave. Head up and take the stairs down, grab the heart piece and fall down the hole, and you can catch some fairies on the right, then head all the way left and battle some mini Muldorms, and then exit the cave. Fall to the floor below and go back up the ladder to the left, and then go all the way to the right and touch the blue teleporter and you will be transported to a world called Dark World, a twisted alternate reality where Ganon won and controlled the Triforce, and you will be transformed to a rabbit as the Dark World affects people from the Light World and they get turned into the true nature, and Link has a gentle personality, and in this form he can't use weapons or do much. Get your magic mirror selected and head left and go to the Dark Diamond patch and activate the mirror to go back to the Light World and get a heart piece. The mirror allows you to reach areas in both worlds as the overmap is the same but slightly different layout. Head up and to the right to access the next dungeon. This dungeon you have to use the switches to change whether the red or blue squares are used. So hit the red switch to turn it to blue to be able to move on and then take the stairs on the left hand side. Defeat the enemies, hit the switch to turn it red and get the key, and then hit the switch again to turn it to blue and go back up to the main entrance room. Head right and go up to the red squares that are blocking you, and then face the blue switch and use your boomerang to hit it, and then get the chest containing the map and exit to the top left exit. Here you'll see Triceratops like enemies called Kodongos, and they spit out 3 fireballs at you. In this room you will have to face and defeat the flying tiles, this time no doorway to protect you. I find it easier to hit them in the top right area. Once all tires are gone, the doorway will open, and then hit the red switch in the corner to go through the door. Hit the blue switch and exit down. Defeat the skeletons and light all 4 braziers with the torch. And there is a big magic container in the top right pot if you need it. And then get the big key from the chest. Exit the room, hit the red switch and exit to the left. Hit the blue switch and then up the stairs back to the main entrance room and take the bottom left exit. Here you will face an enemy called hard hat beetles. If you hit these with your sword, you will be bounced backwards, as they have a very hard shell, and when you are facing hard hat beetles, there's always lots of holes that you can drop to previous floors. So you want to be careful, and when hitting them, make sure there's no holes behind you. You can use bombs to stun them. Head left, defeat the enemies, step on the star to move the holes, and exit through the locked door. Navigate the room to the right, defeating the enemies, and step on the second star, and exit on the right hand side. Head to the middle of the room, defeating enemies on the way, and throw in pots to get through, get the compass from the chest, and then exit at the top left. There is a big Mario-style flame trap going around straight below you. Wait until it's safe to quickly activate the star to move the holes, and then go back up and head right, and then in the dead center is a hole, and make sure you fall down it from the top, and you can access the big chest containing the moon pearl. This item allows you to be your true form in the Dark World. Head down and go back to the exit at the top left and fall down the top left hole to reach an area with some fairies, and take the teleporter to return to the previous room and head right to the boss room. The boss fight does not begin until you head down the small steps where the giant Muldorm is, an enemy that you can fight in the original game. You have to hit its tail 5 times, and on the 4th hit, it will get really fast. Stick to the southeast area and be careful that you can easily get knocked back and fall down and have to go back up to the boss room. Play it safe and only go in for a hit when you can clearly see the tail. When it goes fast on the last hit, hold the attack button so you can get in close and do a spin to defeat it. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more complete retro walkthroughs plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases. Thanks for watching.